Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this session. We have a great lineup of startups who are going to pitch their big idea to Mars for the chance to win a 20K paid pilot. Our brand challenge today comes from Mars, and the person behind that is Sorin. Can you give it up for Sorin? So Sorin, tell us a little bit more about what you do at Mars.
My name is Sorin Patalinet. I work for the Center of Expertise for Advertising Research at Mars globally. And I have a very good relationship with Jeremy. I mean,
That sounds weird, man.
It sounds weird, but I can tell you why. I mean, last year, and that's how you convinced me to be on this stage. Last year, we started a project, I don't know if you remember, on looking at new solutions to augment our ad testing tools. And I'm very proud to say that one of the startups that you've recommended is embedded into our ad testing solutions globally. And it's I don't know if I can say the name. It's
why not?
Dragonfly AI.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to today. It's very much an open brief, and happy to be excited here.
I love that. I love that. I mean, these sessions are where connections are made and hopefully startups are scaled. But Sorin, give us a little bit more context around the challenge. So you mentioned it's open brief.
Certainly. So the brief was very open. We are bombarded with ideas, with solutions for problems we don't have. And we actually have a big problem to really, really understand consumers in this ultra-fragmented world. And I do believe that, yes, the answer could come from the big players, but also there's a lot of innovation that could come from the smaller players, the new ideas, and that's where I'm here to see.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, well, why don't you grab a seat and let's get this show on the road. All right, for any brand, engaging the next generation of consumers is a key challenge. But how do you turn that from not just an opportunity to engage the next generation of consumers, but also understand greater insights that can help fuel your brand? Well, from our next company, we have Chris from Diggin. Maybe. Yes. Good. We're trying to find your slide. There we go.
Do you know what? I'm pretty much off slide.
There we go. You're good to go.
Okay, thank you. So hey, my name's Christopher Platt. I'm the CEO and the founder of Diggin. And if you're under 25 years old, you may well know who we are already. That's because what we do is we provide welcome boxes. We provide a conduit between brands that want to reach students. And we have contracts with 150 universities, 5-year rolling contracts, to provide marketing activity for those brands on their accommodation. So we're there right from the beginning, the most important day of their lives. At that point, their first day at university. When they arrive at university, 530,000 students. Let's bear in mind there's maybe only 690,000 people born in the UK every year. So 530,000 receive this box. It's absolutely jam-packed with samples and with offers from the kind of brands that want to reach those students. So this is the biggest mass migration event that happens in the UK every year by an absolute mile. And if we're talking about future-proofing your consumer insights, then I would say, why not make sure we've got a continual reach of the brains and thoughts and decisions that are being made by new entrants into the economy year after year after year. There is, they're not just students, are they? They're brand new entrants into the economy with low or no habitual brand preferences for us to overcome. And within every single box, there's an invitation to enter the UK Freshers Draw, which is run by Diggin. This is done through the Diggin app. The Diggin app is a gamified surveying tool, and it is endorsed by the universities with whom we work. Very first year we did this, we put out our first survey to check on the ROI of the sampling activity, and 104,000 students responded to a 25-question survey. And we want young people to recognize their voices and opinions are important, and we want brands to use our insights not to necessarily target because of psychological triggers, but to learn how to better earn their custom. The Diggin app, so it collates the unfiltered opinions on the brands we work with, but also their opinions on society, on culture, on health. This means that for any single question we ask for a brand such as Mars, we end up with an average of 110 different data points that we could compare it to. In fact, with Reese's, a couple of years ago, fascinating, we were interested in showing there's a huge correlation between people that like Hawaiian pizza and people who like Reese's Pieces. So that allows us to look for some deep analysis. We believe that the choices and the behaviours of young people are a strong indicator of how we're all going to work as a society in the future, and so therefore it's a great indication of where the future is going. To begin to predict market trends is essential to understand the new entrants coming into that economy. So we don't only provide the data solution, but through our sampling, through hall drops, through experiential activity on site at the universities, we actually provide an opportunity to change their perception towards your brand. So, in essence, how are we looking to future-proof your capability to understand your customers by guaranteeing access to the unfiltered opinions of 530,000 brand new students coming into the economy year after year after year? Sorry, there we go. There's a few slides that I didn't manage to get through because, that's what happens when you ask somebody with ADHD to summarize in 3 minutes.
Love it. Thank you, Chris. Give it up for Chris. All right, stick around, Chris. We've got some questions coming your way.
Yeah.
I really think that product is the best form of advertising. So I think you're bringing advertising in the box.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Do this behind my back.
DJ Chris.
So what I said is I truly believe that product is the best form of advertising. So I think you're bringing advertising in the box, which is great. I like the solution. And I think it's a potential start of a conversation with those audiences. Is there an online platform that then those students can then follow up to basically deep dive into that into research with them? Or
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're trying to do is build that model to give a return on for the user, for the app user, so that they can immediately see the responses of all the other students, understand where they fit into their peer group. So the data was initially conceived to prove the ROI of a good sampling activity. But I mean, that very first year, we've got over 100,000 students respond to it. We suddenly realised we were onto something a little bit huge here. But
probably sampling is secondary to data capture.
kind of now we've become a data company. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Chris. Thanks, Sorin. There's a trophy, but there's a 20K paid pilot on the line here. So why don't we do a little drum roll? And the winner is...
Okay, so let's dig in.
Dig in. Wow. Woo.
What do I owe you?
Come and get a photo.
Okay. I know.
Perfect. All right, give it up for Dig In.